Anderson Rifles presents.
Hey y'all, welcome to Just Killing Time TV. Hi folks, thanks for joining us on today's show. We got a lot of action in store for you. I want to get right into it. We're heading down to South Carolina. Old Buck here was down there live and in person, so I'm going to let him tell you exactly what's coming up.
Exactly right, Max. We got some action in store for everybody. I tell you folks, this is one of my favorite hunts of the year. It's a velvet buck hunt. It's hot, but I don't care as long as I can be in the woods. We were down there 2 weeks earlier. Good friend Carol Beinecker killed a real nice, pretty velvet buck.
Big buck.
I'm hoping I don't know if I can top that or not, but I'm gonna do my best.
I think Carol's got him this time, folks.
Man, down there at Cedar Knoll Lodge, down there with Hayward, I mean, he's got the deer, he's got the hogs. Man, I can't wait to get in the stand, man. Let's go hunt.
Hey, folks, it's a lot of action. We're gonna show it to you right now. Hey, did you eat Hayward out of House and Home while you were down there?
Tell you what, boy, that's some good Southern
I
hospitality,
you
good
eat
cooking.
anybody out of House and Home.
I'd try. It's part of it.
Folks, just in case you missed it, let's do a little recap of Carol's adventure down at Cedar Knoll.
We made it, Carol.
Yeah, man, feels good to stretch my legs.
Hello, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hayward.
Hayward Simmons.
Hey, Buck Buchanan. How
Nice
you
to
doing?
meet you, Buck.
Hey, it's finally glad to put a face with the voice I've been talking
Same
to
here.
for a while.
Carol Beinecker.
Hey, Carol, welcome.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
All right, I'm glad to be here.
Y'all have a good trip?
Yeah, about 8.5 hours. We're sure do appreciate you letting us come down here and have an opportunity one of these
Glad to have you.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I've never hunted this early in the year, though, after a buck, you know.
Yeah, well, that's August 15th is our traditional starting date.
Starting.
Hey,
I think that date was set just after the Second World War. Prior to that time, there was no season in the state.
Are you on the one behind him? Are you on both of them? I'm on both of them. Which one are you going at? I'm going to take the dark one right now. I'm on him. Are you on him? He's down. He's down. Man, if you want to come down here to South Carolina to shoot a velvet buck like this, or have an opportunity, you need to get a hold of Hayward. Cedar Knoll Lodge, man. He's got it going on down here. He's got some nice bucks.
Now let's tag along with Buck and see how his trip turns out.
Well, folks, it's our first evening down here at Cedar Knoll Lodge with me hunting this time. Carol's running the camera. Tell you, he killed a nice velvet buck down here 2 weeks ago. We were going to bring our bow, but I had a little problem, so we had to bring a pistol, and we wasn't sure how far shot it'd be, so we brought a rifle too. So if he gets close enough, we'll go shoot him with a pistol. We're hunting hogs. Bucks, the velvet's probably about gone, but hey, we're hunting. It's August 29th. Heat don't matter as long as we're in tree stand. Y'all tag along with us. Let's see what happens. We just climbed into the stand. We're down here at Cedar Knoll Lodge, in the lowlands of South Carolina. It's about 88 degrees. It's August 29th. We were down here 2 weeks ago. Carol, he killed a real nice velvet 8-point. I mean, a pretty buck. We only got to hunt 2 days that weekend with Hayward. The day we left, Mr. Dunbar killed a real nice 12-point. Had a drop tine that was split. I mean, pretty buck. We're just hoping something happens like that here this evening. We almost turned around and went home when we got almost here. We happened to run across this psychic reader along the road. I asked Carol if we wanted to whip in and see if it might be going to happen for us this weekend, and he said no, we better head, and it might not be in the stars. So we passed her by and come on in, so we hope something happens. We hope it's in the stars for us this weekend.
Now old Buck has a knack for getting in a stand, folks, and as soon as he sits down and gets quiet, game starts showing up. This particular hunt down here at Cedar Knoll is no exception. Now, folks, you can bet your bottom dollar, if old Buck gets a shot at that boar hog with the sow, he's going to do his best to try to take him.
That's her. That's her. Yeah. Yeah, see.
Man, Buck, this high-rise hunter is neat. I tell you, I don't know where this one's going, but I'm going to find a good spot for it somewhere.
Don't get any ideas.
What do you mean?
Hey, I hauled this thing home. This thing might be with me back down Hayward this year.
No. This one's mine.
I don't know. Did you fall down and hit your head?
I'm going to hit somebody's head in a minute.
Folks, y'all stick around. We'll be right back in just a minute and see if we can close the deal on one of these hogs.
This one's going to Stanton.
This Anderson rifle shot 5,000 rounds without a drop of oil.
We're gonna clean it Anderson style. I think she's clean.
Anderson rifles never need oiling and clean up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
Max, don't get too comfortable in that high-rise.
Why?
Well,
hey, possession's 9/10 of the law, and I ain't getting out of this high-rise hunter, folks, until it makes its way to Augusta County.
well,
You can't get me out of there.
You're gonna be in there for a while.
No, Stacy will hook it up to the Dodge. We're going home.
Folks, let's just get right back into the action and see if we can close the deal on one of these big hogs.
Now, folks, wouldn't you know it? These two hogs are out there feeding on the bait, and old Buck just can't get that boar hog to get clear of that sow so he can get a clean shot.
Both of them facing us. You like how you say. Let me know if it starts grass, but I'd rather have one of them get out from behind the other one. They'll stay like that. They'll stay like that now.
Now, while these old pigs is putting on the feed bag, Buck's getting settled in and ready for his shot, so when the opportunity arises, he can make it clean.
You got him. And Carol said, well, I see a hog run over here. And here come a big sow in. We wasn't really bothered about shooting a big sow. She looked like she's about ready to have a litter. And here come a second hog in, about the same size. Big, pretty boar hog. So we figured we had about 5 minutes of shooting light last, camera light left. So we figured if he gives the opportunity, we was gonna take him. Carol's been needing a pig roast back home. He's got a skeet shoot coming up. So we just got some bacon on the ground for him. We smoked us some bacon, didn't we, buddy? Hey,
Way to go, man.
Let's go take a look.
Congratulations, man. Let's go take a look at it.
Let's go take a look at that bad boy. Don't get too dark on us.
Man, Carol, that's a pretty boar hog. That's bigger than I thought he was. That hog weighed a couple 100 pounds.
Yes, he will.
That little sure shot, buddy.
Paid off this trip.
Now imagine, he'll hold you, man, that drilled him right there behind the front shoulder. He didn't go anywhere. That hog, he's been in the swamp, man. He is wet and muddy. But I tell you, you've been wanting a hog for a skeet shoot. You got coming up in a couple weeks. Well, I tell you, here's your hog, man.
That would be some good eating.
As long as I get to come and help eat it.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Man, what a hog.
Buck, congratulations on that hog, brother.
Thank you, man.
It's about time you kill one big enough to eat.
Hey, that was a good eating hog, man. It's like I said, it's about 140, 150 pounds. That's a good hog. Carol was wanting one for his skeet shoot he was doing, and we got it done for him,
Hey,
man.
I'm just glad you had that little sure shot.
Hey, that thing helps out a lot, man. It's a lifesaver.
I know it does, folks. Without the sure shot, he wouldn't have been bringing home the bacon. The bacon had been running through South Carolina somewhere.
Oh, well. Folks, hey, we got a lot of action in store. Let's get
right.
right into day 2 and see if we can find us a velvet buck.
I still think Carol's got the biggest one.
We had a real nice poor hog come in last night with about 5 minutes of light left, so we decided to take him. We're strictly deer hunting this evening. We're setting a stand that a gentleman on opening weekend, the weekend Carol was down here, they killed that big 12-point that had a drop tine that was split. This is the stand he was setting in, and it was another buck with him. So maybe we'll get lucky and that other buck will come out, or another buck.
Folks, keep in mind, it's late summer, and South Carolina is one of the very few, and I mean very few, places that you have an opportunity to hunt bucks while they're still in velvet.
Three does and a buck. What time you got? Oh, we got time. Yeah, this bite. Where's your granddaddy at? Oh, he's got big doe over there again.
Now that's a nice deer, folks, and he's still in velvet. But as any deer hunter knows, the big boys move best right at last light, and bucks will hold on and just see what else shows up.
You got to be asking yourself, what am I looking at? What is this mess? One of the largest rifle distributors in the country pitted the Anderson rifle against one of the top leading brands in a shootout. The leading gun was prepped thoroughly, cleaned and lubricated to perfection. The Anderson rifle was cleaned but stripped of all lubrication. It was fired completely dry. This is only possible because the Anderson was treated with RF85, the permanent treatment that reduces friction 85%. The rifles were fired as fast as humanly possible. In less than an hour, the leading brand rifle failed at 900 rounds. An hour went by. Then 2. Then 3. The Anderson kept firing. After 4 hours, the red-hot gun cooked rounds off. No trigger was needed. Finally, the grip caught on fire. After 4,238 rounds and still firing, with the gun on fire, they called it quits. They couldn't get the Anderson to fail. This is that rifle. Look at these close-ups. This Anderson rifle shows absolutely no wear. Can your rifle do this? It can if it's an Anderson. RF85 makes it run with 85% less friction, 23% faster action, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
Buck, I hate to tell you this, old buddy, but based on what I'm seeing on the hoof, if you decide to take that deer, I think Carol's gonna beat it.
Hey, that's what kind of why I'm waiting. I'm gonna see if the bigger boy shows up.
You ain't gonna get one of the drop tines. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, that's where that can happen. I don't figure that's gonna show up.
You
either,
ain't
but
that lucky,
we'll
brother.
We'll go sit and wait it out a little bit. We got a little while more,
I know.
Mark.
Folks, let's get right back into action and see if something a little bigger walks out in front of Buck.
Yeah, that might be the one that came out with that drop down buck, you never know. There you go. I got a leaf in my way.
With the light fading quick, Buck decides to take this deer.
Alright, if he steps to the left here, get that doe out of my way, he turns broadside, I'll let you know. He turned broadside. I got a limb in my way. You got him? All right, wait, I can't. I can't shoot yet. I got that limb hanging right there in my way. Boy, that light's fading fast, too. Uh-oh. Is he gonna stop? You on him? Oh, turn broadside, buddy. He kicked. Man, we had a nice buck come out. We was kind of trying to hold off and see if anything bigger come out since they killed that big drop time buck here. He's about the size of one Carroll shot, I believe. He's pushing about 15 inches wide, pretty 8-point. And when he throws that head up, you can tell he's a nice buck. Well, we just climbed down out of the stand. We shot him over here, I don't know, it's probably, 100 yards or a little better from the stand. So we're gonna walk over and see if we can find him. We know he kicked, so not sure how good it hit him. We'll go over and see if we can't drag him out of this brush. Well, tell you, we didn't have to go too far to track him. We thought we made a pretty good hit the way that thing kicked like a mule. We had trouble finding his blood though. And Billy come along and had one of those blood lights, and we wasn't quite looking far enough back, and we picked up the blood, and he only ran about 75 yards inside this tree line. And I tell you what, he's a pretty 8-pointer. He might not be quite as big as one Carroll shot the other week, but I'm tickled with him. 8-point and full velvet, man, there ain't many places in the country you can go do that, especially with a rifle. I know we were supposed to be down here with our bow. I had a little problem with my bow. Wasn't shooting right, something must have moved, so we had to opt to bring a gun. But tell you, we've hunted 4 evenings, 2 with Carroll and then 2 with me. Killed 2 velvet bucks, shot a big hog, seen quite a few deer. Cedar Knoll Lodge, man, Hayward and Donna down here, they got the deer. It ain't no doubt about it. There ain't many places in the country you can go shoot velvet bucks. I'm just tickled to death, man. Thank you, Lord.
Carroll got the bigger buck. Carroll got the bigger buck. You go, Carroll.
I got the hog. I got the hog. What do you think about that? I got a bigger hog.
Carroll didn't even go hog hunting.
He was there. He just didn't hog show up.
He's waiting on the buck.
We'll be right back in just a moment.
Our Anderson No Lube AR-15 is built with pride in the USA, right here in Hebron, Kentucky. Our 30,000 square foot facility has the latest in computerized manufacturing. Only Anderson rifles have RF85 that reduces friction 85%, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. Anderson quality control is second to none. The Anderson AR-15, the world's only no lube rifle.
Folks, let's get a little closer look at that velvet buck I shot and meet Mr. Hayward in the process down there at Cedar Knoll.
Carroll's was still bigger, brother.
I admit to that, Max. I admit to that.
That's twice he's admitted that I'm right. You better record this show and keep it for prosperity's sake, folks.
All right, Hayward. Thanks again, buddy. We appreciate you letting us come down here, man. We've had a blast.
We appreciate you coming down. It's nice to get acquainted with y'all.
Oh, I love it. I'll be back if you have it.
All right. We'll be glad to have you.
I'm sure if we show this footage to the guys back home, we'll probably have a few more guys want to come along.
Well, that's good. That's good for everybody.
How many places can you go and hunt 4 evenings, pretty much evenings, you know, this time of year?
Right.
And Carroll killed a real nice 8-point 2 weeks ago.
16.5 inches.
We come down yesterday, hunted last evening and killed almost a 200-pound hog.
Right.
Go set this evening in the stand that the big drop time buck was killed.
Exactly.
And this 8-pointer, nice 8-point come out. Got him to see. I don't know what more we could ask for. Hunt 4 evenings and take 2 velvet bucks in a hog. I don't know anywhere else we can do that. Especially
works for me.
Hey man, again I appreciate it, and I will probably be back, and we'll probably bring some of our buddies next.
Good.
Buck, brother, I give you a lot of grief, but congratulations.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I enjoy picking on you, but in all seriousness, congratulations. Great weekend down there at Cedar Knoll.
Cedar Knoll, man, Hayward, he has it going on. Me and Carroll spent 2 weekends with him, killed 2 pretty 8-pointers in full velvet. Opening weekend, he had 7 hunters in camp, killed 5 bucks.
What about that drop time?
12-point drop time. Now, who would have thought you'd kill something like that in South Carolina?
I never would have, but I can tell you what, You know I've never killed a velvet buck, and maybe you can put in a good word for Hayward for me. Maybe next year, folks, you'll get to see old big boy down here in South Carolina at Cedar Knoll.
I'll see what I can do, talk to Hayward. But hey, we better let everybody know what's going to happen next week. Folks, on next week's show, we're tagging along with JKT's own Freddie McGuire. In bow season, we're going with him through his ups and downs, his highs and lows. Y'all don't want to miss that show. We got a lot of action, a lot of great bucks in store for you next week.
Not to mention a lot of fun, folks. One thing before we leave you, you get the opportunity, we've said it before, take a young person or a new person, take them, introduce them to some kind of sport in the outdoors. Fishing, hunting, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you it'll be the experience of both your lifetimes. Until next week, we'll see you on the mountain.